we're actually going to work on a replacing a regular toggle switch and putting it's an occupancy light switch. So we're going to put in this PIR vacancy occupancy wall switch sensor, which pretty much means that it allows you to just walk into the room and the light turns on. It's a great way to save some energy, some lighting, so if people forget to turn off your light in your house, or if you run an Airbnb, it's a great way to minimize people from leaving the light switch on. I have one already in my bathroom. So this is my bathroom that I have for a guest room, and so you see the light just turned on because I have this sensor switch in here. So you can adjust the timer on these, and I'll show you that. You can sense the ambient light sensor on that. So if you have this in an area where you already have a lot of ambient light or natural lighting, this will detect it, and it'll say pretty much, you don't need light, so I'm not going to turn the light switch on or turn the light on or whatever it is that you have it hooked up to. So this is the room that we're actually going to put this in on. You see this room gets a lot of ambient light. We're going to put this switch right here. Now this switch that we have actually comes in different forms, and you want to make sure you get the right switch. And what I mean by that is that you want to make sure that you get the one that's single pole or a three-way switch. You know, one operates for a three-way switch, one operates for a single pole. Now, what the difference is that if you just have one light switch that operates your lights in the room, you don't have another switch anywhere else to operate that switch. That means you have a single pole switch. Now, if you have a hallway that has a switch on one end of the hallway and a switch on the other end, that means you have a three-way switch, and you need to make sure you get the right indicator on here that says this is for single pole or for three-way. So this is just for if you just have one switch operating the light or whatever you're trying to switch it for. All right, first thing you want to do, obviously you want to find the right switch to turn off your breaker. So we turned off the switch already, so just turn off the switch, the breaker. First step. You've already identified that this is the light switch for the indoor and this is the light switch for the outdoor patio. So we have two different light switches. So we're going to swap this switch out for the occupancy sensor switch, excuse me. So the first thing we do is remove this plate. Alright, so now we know that this is the switch that operates our light. We can go ahead and take these top screws out here, this top and bottom screw out.